Welcome to Opinion Journal Live. I'm Jason Riley, and my first guest is Washington columnist Kim Strassel to talk about the Obama campaign's decision to go after Mitt Romney for saying that he would cut funding for public television. Welcome, Kim. Kim, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Oh, okay, I can hear you now. We're going to play the ad, Kim, first, and then I wanted to get your reaction. So here it is.
Great.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Bernie Madoff, Ken Lay, Dennis Kozlowski, criminals, gluttons of greed, and the evil genius who towered over them, one man has the guts to speak his name.
Big Bird. Big Bird. Big Bird.
It's me, Big Bird.
Big, yellow, a menace to our economy. Mitt Romney knows it's not Wall Street you have to worry about, it's Sesame Street.
I'm going to stop the subsidy to PBS.
Mitt Romney taking on our enemies no matter where they nest.
Okay, so Kim, I'd note that ad was put out by the Obama campaign itself, not by some super PAC it has no control over. What did you make of it?
Well, let's just say I don't think the road back to the White House is going to be traversed down Sesame Street. This has been a huge bomb, Jason, in part one because they just got lambasted today. Anyone who had watched the debate last week knows that the president's problem was that he was unable to answer a lot of the big debate arguments that Mitt Romney was making to him on the fiscal crisis, things like entitlement reform, and then to come out and double down on Big Bird. They got accused today of just not being serious in a race that should be very serious. I think their other problem, the other headache, was that PBS, the creators of Big Bird and Sesame Street, actually came out today and said, please stop using Big Bird for your campaign purposes. So they've had that to deal with as well.
As a substantive point, Kim, in a world with channels like Nickelodeon and Disney Junior and C-SPAN, don't you wonder whether PBS still needs the federal subsidy?
Well, that's one of the things that's so strange about the Obama campaign's decision to use this. If you were going to pick one program to hold up to say you need PBS, Sesame Street is a bad example. This thing is a commercial whirlwind. It has made so much money. It totally can stand on its own. It's an example of how if you have good programming, you don't need government funding. And PBS has other examples of this. And I'm sure that is actually something that it is aware of as it asks the Obama administration to stop using Big Bird, because it knows that this is not necessarily making its case very well, that it needs taxpayer dollars.
What about the ad's other point that Romney is ignoring the role of Wall Street and the big banks in the financial crisis? Do you think that will resonate with voters?
Well, one thing I think voters are going to note is, on the one hand, you have the Obama campaign out complaining right and left that Governor Romney never gives any specifics for any of the things that he wants to do. So here you have, in passing during the debate, Governor Romney coming out and saying very clearly, here's how I would make my decisions about what to cut. He said, my decision would be based on whether or not we needed to, if it was worth borrowing money from China. And then he gave some specifics of some of those line items in the budget that would probably go under. And what ends up happening, the Obama campaign comes out and attacks him for actually giving those details.
Okay, I should also note that according to the Republican National Committee, in recent days the president has mentioned Big Bird and Elmo multiple times. He has not mentioned Libya at all, Kim. But thank you. We'll have to end it there. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.